Welcome. You are listening to the Alpha Beta Chronicles, presented by The Queer Hermit. Stories of loyalty, strength, and the bond between Alpha and Beta. Settle in and enjoy your time with Dad. Learning each other. The morning after the storm smelled of wet earth and clean sky. Steam lifted off the rocks where the sun struck them, and the land seemed new, scrubbed raw by the night's fury. Robert rose first, as always. He moved quiet, feeding the fire just enough to heat a pot of water, checking the horse, scanning the horizon. Donnie stirred only when the smell of coffee reached him. "You sleep?" Robert asked. Donnie nodded, rubbing his eyes. "Best I have in weeks." Robert didn't reply. He didn't need to. Safety spoke for itself. That day, Robert began the slow work of teaching. He didn't announce lessons. He just moved, deliberate and methodical, and expected Donnie to follow. "See this?" Robert said, crouching by a patch of soft dirt along the trail. He traced a print with his finger, a two-toed impression. Deer. Small one, 2 hours old, maybe less. Donnie crouched beside him, squinting. "How can you tell?" Robert pointed to the edge of the track. Edges are still soft, bit of moisture from the storm. Older than that, it'd be cracked dry already. The boy tried to copy the motion with his own fingers. His touch was hesitant. Robert didn't correct him, just let him figure it out. As the hours passed, they moved in rhythm. Robert led. Donnie trailed just a step behind, watching and mimicking. When Robert stopped to scan the horizon, Donnie learned to do the same. When Robert paused to listen, Donnie held his breath. A few times Robert gave quiet commands, short, firm, and unarguable. "Step where I step. Knife out, but don't point it at me. Breathe. Panic wastes energy." Each order came not as a suggestion but as truth, and each time Donnie obeyed, something in him settled. He didn't feel smaller. He felt sure. That night, their campfire burned against a backdrop of endless stars. Donnie had skinned his first rabbit under Robert's eye, clumsy but willing. He'd earned a nod of approval, which warmed him more than the fire ever could. "Why are you teaching me all this?" Donnie asked finally, voice soft under the crackle of wood. Robert didn't answer right away. He stared into the fire, his dark eyes reflecting the flames. "Because if you're going to walk with me," he said at last, "you need to be more than a shadow. A beta's got to be worth his alpha's time. Pull your weight. Listen. Learn." Donnie nodded slowly. The word beta landed heavy but right. He didn't argue. He didn't even blush. Instead, he whispered, "I'm trying." Robert's gaze shifted to him, steady and unblinking. "I know. That's why you're still here." That night, Donnie didn't wait for an invitation. He moved closer to the fire, close enough that his shoulder brushed Robert's when he finally drifted to sleep. And Robert let him. The bond wasn't sealed yet, but the gravity between them had started to pull. Thank you for spending time with Dad in the Alpha Beta Chronicles. If you enjoyed this audio, please like, share, and comment. Come back next week for the next chapter.